Okay, welcome back to Drinking Booze and Making Shoes. A lot has happened since the last time I made a video. I stole a pencil from a barbecue restaurant I went to, so I didn't have to get a pencil. It is broken, but I can sharpen it. There we go. And I cut out this side pattern. I didn't do any changes on it since the last video, I just cut it out. If you can't figure that out, go back. I'm drinking some Ardbeg 10-year-old Scotch, neat. So I am actually drinking in this iteration of it. And we're gonna redo the vamp to match the new side pattern that's been altered. Basically what we wanna do is, we're gonna take this, so the way it originally fit was this line was matched, it originally fit, this line was matched to this line. So we want to line those back up, and I want to bring this all the way down to the bottom now, because that's what I decided was going to be a good amount of like being level for the sides, because I wanted to pull these sides down. And now I'm going to redraw this line here as if this is where it originally was on the pattern. So now we have this line, and I'm gonna do it on the other side too. Flip the thing over, and I can't line that up because I can't see it. Making a little mark there just so I know where that line is supposed to be. So yeah, that originally line, that should line up with that. Drop it down there level with the bottom of this pattern and draw it in with this pencil. Funny thing is, like, after all that fuss about getting a pencil in case I make mistakes, I ended up stealing a pencil that doesn't have an eraser, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so this is gonna be the new vamp line. So the original vamp line is right there, but because we changed that side paneling, it's now gonna be there. But that's gonna be the visible vamp line. So we still need to cut the pattern out to still leave space for the part that goes under that we're gonna stitch to, the part that goes under the side panels. So what we're gonna do is probably actually around the original vamp line will be fine. I'm gonna cut on this original vamp line right now just to see how that looks. Obviously yours is gonna be different because you're maybe not making the same mistakes as me. Hopefully not making the same mistakes. So you may not even have this step in your process. And I may be building one more demo shoe, because the first one wasn't terribly hard to build, and it helped out a lot for figuring stuff out, considering I've never made a proper upper before with stitching. I've only done a whole cut upper. But if I make another demo upper, I'm probably actually just I'm not gonna film it because you've already seen me do that same process. Cut, stitch, glue. Maybe you can cut this down a little bit. We don't need this much room to stitch on. The real thing I'm curious about is what we're gonna do with this place where the tongue attaches. Sorry if the video is bad. I'm trying to be able to actually see this while having a body cam attached to me like I'm a Baltimore cop. Destroy some evidence. Okay. So that looks like it should be plenty of room to leave that overlap for stitching. So that's gonna connect there, and I think we're gonna leave that tongue about like how it is. I think that should be the plan. It was wide enough. It'll be good to have the extra room for the gusseting, and we'll just attach the tongue, the gusseted tongue right up there. We still have yet to do the pattern for the gusseted tongue. I'm not positive how I'm gonna do that yet. I have to do some measurements. I don't know why I'm being OCD about cutting this. Okay, so this is the new pattern for the vamp. I'm gonna do that same thing I did before where I make little dashes in here so that we can see where the patterns are gonna line up against each other. Just so we have a place to put the pen through. You already saw how I did that, so I don't need to make another video of that. You don't need to hear me talking about that. I don't even think I need to actually make a new pattern. I can just do that to this one. So then I have that. I have, this is the old side pattern. Let's crumble that so we don't accidentally use it again. This is the old back pattern. We don't need that anymore. So we have the back pattern. And you know what? Since the last video, I did actually find a pair of boots where someone did do the thing where the leather comes up and wraps down, and it didn't look terrible. It was on Reddit. Someone had a pair of navy boots where it did that, and it looked pretty nice, but I'm still not sure I don't think I'm gonna do it. So we have side pattern. This is gonna be the left of the shoe, and then flip it over to make the pattern for the right. Heel cap, vamp, no tongue pattern yet. You have to figure out how to do that later. But now that I have these, I'm gonna cut it back up in this crappy green leather, stitch it up in a real basic kind of way, and you know, hope for the best. Or maybe I'll get lazy and I'll just cut it in my good leather. That sounds like a terrible idea, but yeah, so I think the pattern is now updated for attempt number 2. And I'll be back with more on that later.